powers to...
That the issuance of the fatwa involved the assent of the Sultan, and that involved a prerogative. So our argument was twofold. One is it's not clear that the issuance of the fatwa itself is not a prerogative function. It's not under the law. Is not stated as being a prerogative power, right? And if at all, it's only the assenting. And there is authority from the federal court to say that if the fatwa itself contravenes the limits of the constitution, then the fatwa itself can be challenged. So that's from a federal court authority. So we showed that to the judge. But we also did say that if this issue is not suitably decided at this threshold stage, and if at all it can be revisited at the merit stage by the Majlis lawyers if they think it's necessary. So, yeah.
Your challenge is twofold, right? You're challenging the fatwa itself and the process.
No, what we're saying is that the process cannot allow for the issuance of a fatwa that contravenes legal and constitutional limits. All right, so that's what I was saying. Effectively, although we're attacking the fatwa, what we're actually saying, in all judicial review, you're saying that the decision made is not one that can be lawfully made by virtue of the constraints. So that's our attack. And what we're saying is, looking at the scope and breadth of the fatwa, it actually does things beyond what, in our view, it does things that are beyond the constitutional constraints on states. Assuming for 1 minute that the fatwa is effectively a state law, because it is binding in a Sharia court, then there are limits set by the constitution on what that law can be, and that's where the federal-state conflict issue comes in, and the state list. Yeah. All right. So the next step is So today was just for permission. So the next step is to actually have the full hearing, but this will happen only after the affidavits are exchanged between parties and the court resolves all the issues that need to be understood and argued, and that may take a bit more time. But she fixed the date for us in 2 weeks' time to get that process started. We are supposed to file our formal application within 2 weeks, which will be done. Yeah. Okay.
From SIS, of course, alhamdulillah, that the High Court has allowed our leave application, and hopefully then as we go into the hearing of the judicial review, then our submission, especially on the fatwa and the questioning on constitutional grounds of how does a fatwa can actually exceed its jurisdiction further from the control of religious affairs just within the state, but as we all know, the content of that fatwa is further from that. So this, it's really pertinent that High Court take into account all these arguments, and I'm glad that Judge Dato Asmabi has actually consent to our leave application.